Hey, hi all. Now we will see how we are going to start writing a first program of TypeScript using Visual Studio Code Editor. So in the previous session, we have seen how to set up and install TypeScript in your Windows system, and also we have seen a couple of topics like introduction and the features and the components. Now the system is ready now to start using of TypeScript. So now we'll see how we are going to use the Visual Studio Code and start writing my first program. Okay. Let me quickly get into my Visual Studio Coder. This is what my, uh, screen here. So I'll start this writing a program here because as I mentioned that the TypeScript program extension is .ts, right? So we're going to learn how we can write a program in TypeScript, how to compile it and how to run it. We'll see how to compile the program and shows the right output. Okay, also if you can see any error, like if any error is occurred, like how it is going to show the error. Let us write a program in the text editor here, Visual Studio Coder, and save it, and compile it and run it. Okay, so let me run this first program .ps. Okay, and coming here, I'm trying to write some small program like function, just display a message. This is what my function I'm writing it. Okay. So in this function, what I'll do is I'll just say I think I'll just say hi, and I'll just your name. So this is the parameter I'm just expecting to this function. So this is simple function I'm writing it. Okay. So on top of this or on including this function, let me declare a variable here, str name, which is here brr knowledge center. Okay. Now I'm going to pass this and then print using console.log display message of str name. So if you just look at this program, okay, what I expect is I have a function because why did I return this function and topmost? Because when it is coming here, it looks for a function. So if I write this on top of this program so that it's already being compiled by TSC, so it is already notified that function is syntactically verified and compiled, and then coming here and directly executes when I'm saying like display message of parameter. Okay, so for the sake of confusion, I will say this is just name. I'm just passing this is just a name. Okay, so it has to display like hi, a beer knowledge center has to be displayed. I'm just saving as first program.ts. Okay. So save the file extension. Okay. Now I want to compile this program using TSC, TypeScript compiler. What is the TypeScript compiler here? TSC, TypeScript compiler. So I'm going to, compile this using TypeScript compiler called TSC, right? I can do this from my terminal here, or I can run this from here, command prompt as well. So wherever you are more comfortable, you just go there and execute it. Okay, let's go to your location where your file is saved. So my file is saved in D TypeScript, right? Here my file is saved, first program.ts. You can see that program. This is what my program I have written. Okay, now I'm going to execute this, or that means I'm going to run this. Okay, I said we're going to use TSC. TSC is the compiler name of TypeScript. Okay, so TSC first program dot ts. When I hit enter, right? If it if it is not having any errors, then it will automatically convert into JS. Look at here left side, the program first program.ts already converted to first program.js. So this program is successfully compiled, hence it is converting to transforming into a JavaScript code. That's what the TSC compiler is doing it. So same thing you can see here. First program.tsc is being transformed to first program.js. You can see this first program.js, what it is having it. This is what converted. Like same thing you can see here. This is my TypeScript program and this is my JavaScript program converted after compiling via TypeScript compiler. So did you see any difference here? I don't think any difference here, right? Only this let variable is being now renamed with var because that's what the by default syntax every JavaScript variable is having it. Hence it is changed let as var. Of course, console.log is same as JavaScript and TypeScript. Okay. So now how to execute this? Go back to your command prompt, right? So it will generate a JavaScript file here with dot extension JS at the same location where the TypeScript source file is existed. Okay. Now to run the above or to run this JavaScript file, right? We have to use command that is node because node is the server using by TypeScript to execute the compiled JavaScript file. So to run the above JavaScript, to run this, above this particular JavaScript, right? We are going to use command called node and the JavaScript file name and press enter. Okay. So let me see this. So node first program.js and press enter. You can see here the output is printed. Okay. So that's how it is going to execute the compiled JavaScript using node. So what you have to remember here is you have to use two things here. One is to compile this, use TSC compiler, and to execute, we have to use node. Okay. Suppose if you have any problem inside of your program, okay, while converting itself or while you compiling itself, it will throw you exception. Let me create another program here. Let's second program dot ts. So what I'll do is I'll write a function here, function of add, right? A comma b. This is just returning a plus b. Small function. So I can say that sum equal to add of. Okay. I can say that BRR and space knowledge center. Okay. And console.log of add of I can say some of the numbers, right, is something like sum. Look at here, this would have concatenate these two and then you display as some of the two numbers. But here, some of the two operands, I can say, like this. So when I go back to my command prompt, okay, when I compile this second program, I don't have any problem inside of my program, hence it is fine now. It is just converting my program to JavaScript. Okay. Now, even when I execute this using Node, right, second program.js, it is just saying that some of the operands is BRR knowledge center. This is what two variables are passed. One is this, other one is this. Hence it is, right, the concatenated and then it printed. That's what the output is showing here. Let me again do this compilation. Yes. And then node second JS. Oops, what happened? I have to give a space in this here first, then compile. Let me do this TCS and then Node.js. Now you can see some of the operands where a knowledge center. Okay, so that's how it is displaying it here, right? That's how it is displaying it here. Okay, Up to here, this is fine because it doesn't have any problem here. It is compiled and it is displayed whatever two strings you pass to the function. But in this place, when I give some number, numeric number, okay, let us say like I'm going to give it some 10 value. Okay, saving this TS script. Now I'll just compile this TS. See, it is compiled now. So it is compiled now. It doesn't give any problem. Okay. But when I run this node second program, oops, it is working fine because I just mentioned this as something. Oops. Beer is string and 10 is something. It's already concatenated. Okay. It doesn't give any problem. Okay. So did we made some mistake here? It doesn't give any problem. Let me do another thing. The uh, any exception means I'll pass one more variable here. And I wanted to return this 3, but here I'm only passing 2. Let me run now. TSC second program.ts. Now you can see here error. So the expected 3 arguments but got 2, right? So that's what the exception it is throwing here before it converting to JavaScript. That's how it is throwing an exception. Okay. So if you pass the correct values, correct parameters, then it won't give any problem. Simply converting. And then you just execute this. It given a response saying that PRR 1020 is concatenated because you are using plus, it is just concatenating even if you are passing string or number. Okay. But earlier, I think we have not passed the argument, hence it displays the syntax error here. Second program.ts, right? And sixth line, right? And 11th position, like error is some expected 3 arguments, but got 2. Okay. This is how it is going to execute the TSA compiler and throw exception if it is having any right before it converts to JavaScript. So this programs gives an error because third parameter is not passed. Okay, but we were passing only 2 variables like first and second argument variables, but third variables we have not passed and displays exception. Okay, I hope you understood like the first program how we are writing and how we are compiling and how we are executing. So thing is, uh, we have to write program and save with extension dot ts, right? Second thing is we have to compile using tsc and file name. Once it is success or succeeded, then we have to use node to execute the program, like node file name dot js. Here file name dot ts. Okay. If any exception, it won't convert it to JS file. And if it is fine enough and looks good, everything is syntactically and all seems good, then it converts to JS file. This is how it is going to convert JS file. Okay. So I hope you understood the way how you are writing the program in TypeScript and compiling this before executing. So we have 2 stages here. One is compiling and other one is executing. So as like if you look at any other programming, like we basically having one compiler, which is going to compile and execute. But when it comes to TypeScript, we have two commands. We have to use it. One is DSC is a compiler. Other thing is node, which is using it for executing your program. Okay. So we'll see next, kind of sections and next topics of TypeScript going forward, like how we're going to get into statements and loops and other kind of data types and other kind of objects we're going to use it as part of program. Okay, thanks for listening to this video, and please subscribe this channel for more videos.